one of the things I can tell you is next year is going to be insane numismatically. Semi-quincentennial next year. The United States Mint's announcing lots of different things, and it's coming out in kind of fits and starts. One of the things they announced not that long ago, is they're ending the Kennedy half dollar as we know it. I mean, they said for 2026, there will be no Kennedy on the half dollar on the obverse and no presidential seal on the reverse. That's it for the Kennedy as we know it. Now, they said they're going to bring back Kennedy in 2027, but it'll be a redesign. Okay? We don't know if they're going to do, I've heard tell that they're going to face them the other way, they're going to update the image, they're going to change the reverse, whatever. The Kennedy half dollars we know, it first started in 1964 and ending in 2025, is now complete. What I have got here is a complete collection of Kennedy half dollars uncirculated, every single uncirculated Kennedy half dollar from 1964. And it's funny, so if you look at the book, right, it ends in 2024, right here, right? I just said no. I'd shamed them, and they didn't even have it. They just brought it out here. I'm making them put in the 2025. I put it in the graphics tower. You get the 2025. 2026 doesn't exist, won't exist, as you know it. Okay, 2027, who knows? It'll be a new thing. This is going to be a complete collection of every Philadelphia and Denver minted Kennedy half dollar in gem, brilliant, uncirculated condition. And the key to this one, Dansko album. The Dansko album has kind of been the hallmark of how you present coins and has been for a very long time. Danskos are incredibly difficult to get. Very popular Dansko albums can sell, particularly this is a 6-page album. These can sell for up to $100 for just the Dansko album by itself. Then there's 116 coins. I'm going to run through the coins. Now understand, with it being, and what's happened is not everybody even understands that this is the end of the Kennedy half dollar as we know it. I got 5 dozen of these sets, and I'm lucky to have them. I'm selling them with the 2025. This is my original issue price. If the Kennedy half dollar starts taking off like I think it's going to, $499 is going to be a bargain if you can find it. So we start. Tragic assassination of John F. Kennedy, November 22nd, 1963. This country rushes to memorialize him. And so in 1964, the Kennedy half dollar replaces the Franklin half dollar. So they bring out the Kennedy half dollar in 1964. They make it at the Philadelphia Mint and at the Denver Mint. You see it right there. It is made in 90% silver for that year and that year only. Then they make it in 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, and 70. Now in 65, they only made it at Philadelphia, 66 only at Philadelphia, 67 at Philadelphia, 68 only at Denver, 69 only at Denver, and 70 only at Denver. And then after that, they really start making it at Philadelphia and Denver basically every single year after that. And you have these all gem brilliant uncirculated. So you have 2, 4, 6, 8 silver coins. The key to the set, in all honesty, is that 70D, never released to the general public, only in a mint set, is the only way you can get that. That's about a $75 or $80 coin by itself. But then as you move down here, and get all these other years of the Kennedy half dollar. The other ones are 82 and 83 in terms of really being expensive coins. One of the reasons is one of the best ways to build these is you break open mint sets. Well, they didn't do mint sets in 82 and 83. So you have to find someone who put these coins away in 82 and 83, both Philadelphia and Denver. And so those coins run $25 to $30 a piece right there. Remember, you get 116 coins, you're paying less than $4. Actually, you figure in the cost of the Dansko album, you're paying $3 a coin. You're paying $3 a coin. I don't know any of these. So, and then every single one, you get the bicentennials, you get everything else in there. But then we get to the point here where it gets crazy, 2001. 2001 is the turning point of the Kennedy half dollar. Because in 2001, the United States Mint basically stops releasing, or the Treasury stops releasing Kennedy half dollars into circulation. So what happens with that is they only make them for collectors and they don't sell them individually. Okay, they only sell them, if we take a look at here, you can see the break point basically starting to be about 2001 there in terms of the mintages. You see mintages of 22,000, 22 million, 19 million, 21 million. That was the very last year they released them. Then in 2002, you see it drop down to 3 million. 2.5 million, 2.5, 2. So all of a sudden now they're 10 times, 20 times, 30 times rarer. You get over into the 17s and 18s, you only have 1.8 million coins. And all of a sudden they become significantly rarer as you look at all the Philadelphias and Denvers. So everything after 2001 is phenomenally difficult to get. Extraordinarily difficult to get because they did not release these coins, so you couldn't get them at banks or a post office or anywhere else in the general stream of commerce. You had to buy a roll, or you had to buy a roll pair, which the government sells for $40. Then I don't know what you do with the rest of the coins, or a bag, which they sell for, I think, $150 for the bags that you're going to have, and that's the only way to get Gem Brilliant uncirculated coins. So it becomes an incredibly difficult set for you to put together. And not only that, and here, let me explain this to you. So you got to do the Dansko album. This is no small feat. This takes about an hour to an hour and 20 minutes just to assemble this after you get the coins. From our trained numismatic staff, you literally have got about $50 worth of assembly in this on top of it. So now you have $50 in assembly. Got $100 in the album. Now you're down to basically, $350 for 116 coins. So now you're literally $3 a coin. $3 a coin, and all these silver coins. These are all $30 a piece right here. These are $65 a piece. That's a $75 coin. You're paying $3 a coin. There's not a single solitary one of these that you're going to find out there individually at $3. And then to have the entire set put together for you in the highest quality Dansko album, I have 5 dozen. I wish I had 500 dozen or 50 dozen. It does not matter. I would sell every single one of them. This was something that people collected anyway. But now with the news from the United States Mint that they are ending this Kennedy half dollar, this is a complete Type 1 set of Kennedy half dollars. It is now complete after 61 years. After 61 years, they're not making the Kennedy half dollar like this any longer. Like I say, Kennedy will not be on the half dollar in 2026. Kennedy will not be on the half dollar in 2026 for the semi-quincentennial. They have already announced that. And so with 116 Gem Brilliant uncirculated coins, 116 Gem Brilliant, and I know they didn't have the 2025s in here, and I said, no, that's ridiculous. I said, we're putting them in there. We're not changing the price. I understand we got to pay extra for those. It doesn't matter. We're putting those in. So you get the 25P and the 25D, and that's the way you make this absolutely, positively complete for what is going to be the Type 1 Kennedy. Like I said, the Mint just announced it. 2026 is going to change a lot of things numismatically. Get in now before everybody figures that out. Every single Philadelphia and Denver minted uncirculated Kennedy half dollar ever made by the United States Mint, all Gem Brilliant uncirculated from the first year of issue 1964 to the current year of issue and last year of issue 2025, all the P's, all the D's, 116 coins total. Put the whole thing together, get it in the Dansko album, get it while we got it. Get it while we got it. Please understand the difficulty in getting these albums, and it is only going to get harder and harder and harder and harder. These are going to dry up. This is your chance to own. What I'm telling you is going to be absolutely, positively numismatic history to get the entire set of every single Philadelphia and Denver minted Kennedy half dollars. Please, please, please get on the phone. I've only got 5 dozen of these. Quantities are insanely limited. Get yours today.